All right. Welcome to the Earth is Ghetto podcast. I'm Sid.
And I am Aaron.
And we are here to continue to bring you the mess that is the United States of America. It still sucks. It's still real bad. Nothing much has changed on that front. But let's get back into the mental health check-in, right? So let's start with you, Aaron. How are you feeling about life?
Having a blast here in the good old United States. So fun. Woo! But no, mentally I'm in a good headspace. I've learned that when it comes to depression can't hit a moving target. So I've learned to focus more on my hobbies and things that keep me happy. So that's where I'm at. I'm thankfully, since I have things that actually make me happy, I'm putting my focus on that, which is making my nervous system good.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, I'm in a good headspace despite all the fuckery. How about you, friend?
It's horrendous. It's real bad. I have been a co-parent for the last 15 months, and we're fighting for these kids to come back from their very abusive father. And if we're gonna keep it a buck, he is he's a rapist, and all he does is commit domestic violence. And to have the children with him is really scary for me. I am waking up in cold sweats. It's real fucked up. And I think as a single person with cats, this is very strange for me to feel the way that I'm feeling about these kids. Like, I gave birth. I ain't give birth, okay? And I feel so lost. I used to be like, man, I'd go to my mom's house and be like, oh, you hear that? Silence. And now that feels, now that's like, but we are trying to procure a lawyer within the next 7 days. We are getting all of our stuff together to make sure that we can fight this. And I will be putting the GoFundMe in the link. I am going to beg you, and I'm begging, if you cannot donate, I am begging you to share it. Share it, share her story. That is all I'm asking you to do, because maybe this could get to somebody who could actually really help us, or go ahead and give us the funds so that we can actually get the help that's needed. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. I didn't think this was going to affect me as much as it has. But it's to the point where it's like, I have to concentrate on the things that I know I can do. Like, I'm supposed to be doing Not Your Magical Negro. I'm supposed to be doing, like, there's so much stuff that I should be doing. And I'm trying my best not to wallow in this blackness that is, it feels like I'm at the bottom of a well. It feels really, really fucked up right now. And I'm trying really hard to, like, I feel like almost like what I want to do, there's so many things I want to do, and it's like my whole body is arrested. It's like all I can do is think about it, because I can't move my limbs to do what I'm asking it to do. It's the craziest thing in the world. I'm gonna get back to my therapist at some point this week. I was supposed to have a meeting, but my phone was off. Thanks, Mom. So we'll get back to that in a little bit.
Do you ever feel guilt when you do? Because sometimes I do too.
Yes. I was watching a show the other day, and I started laughing, and I started feeling immediately guilty, and because, like, how can I laugh if the children aren't here? Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels so crazy to even, like, I'm fighting with myself in reference to finding joy in things. Because as Aaron says all the time, joy is also another form of resistance. But it feels so hard. Even Aaron the other day was like, hey girl, just, a little tap on the shoulder. I was looking at your stories. And it seems like it's like only death and carnage, which, by the way, we should be paying attention to, right? But as another person with a touch of autism, I don't think this is healthy for your brain. And I was like, I guess that's accurate. Because you don't even realize how much it's kind of taking over your brain as it starts to, as you start to kind of plummet into the whirlpool that is all of the awful that's going on. And it's like, and it's also, I also have to realize that it's okay to pull myself out of it, even if it's for a little while. It's okay to pull yourself out of it to find a little bit of joy in what you can. And it certainly doesn't minimize any of the emotion that you have just because you can find joy in something. It doesn't minimize the work that you're doing. And I think that I'm really saying that for me more than anything else.
Yeah, because without joy, you can't have hope. Without hope, there's no revolution.
And I feel like a lot of times we kind of look at it that with a sense of frivolity, where we're just like, hope needs to be a part of the equation, or there is no resistance. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right. Well, moving on to our first topic, child. The straights are at it again. The straights are at it again.
Aren't they?
As you know, us queers stay on their minds rent free.
Without even thinking about it. And it was a few days ago. I ended up messaging Aaron because I was tussling on Facebook, as I do occasionally, and there was this post that basically said that, hey, you know, are you really scared to date a man who's dated a man before? And this was in the Sis Is This Your Man Atlanta page. I should have known that this was just the shade room for black women. I should have known that this would have been a horrific situation, really. But for some reason, stupid. For whatever reason, I really thought to myself that maybe I'll find something hopeful within these messages. Just so you know, spoiler alert, I did not. I wanted to real bad. I was really hoping for some things, but I will say this. This topic is about the heterosexual double standards that we are constantly dealing with. And one of the things that I think that so first let me just read some of the stuff that I was reading, because I was just like, oh wow, this bitch is nuts. So start from the beginning. Okay, one of the posts, remember, this is under a post that says, are you scared to date another, are you scared to date a man who's dated a man? This one, of course she's anonymous because you're a fucking coward, you bitch, said, I always make them feel super comfortable with their sexuality to disarm them. I come off as open and non-judgmental and willing to experiment. Either their true colors will come out or they're not on that type of time. And this does work because I was able to talk to one of the most tall, dark, handsome, masculine men I know I was able to talk him into to let a white twink suck his dick. It never happened, but I am still in shock 6 years later. Also, he was hypersexual, so that is a pipeline to homosexuality. Trauma is the pipeline to hypersexuality. Homosexuality has nothing to do with this. But you know what? I digress. One of the comments that I actually responded to, this bitch, she says, all of them gay. And the way I check is while giving head, I rub them balls and slide that finger near their ass. And if they grab my head, they're like, whoa, I know they ain't on it. Now, if they say, hey, a little tongue, and that's it, I know, okay, you just a little freaky. But if you throw them legs up like a traffic air controller and grab them cheeks, yeah, we know we got a motherfucking problem. I'm going to give it to him like he never been touched but with my finger. Then I'm never going to call him again and treat him like the bitch I thought he was. Don't judge me, judge your mama.
Why does it sound like she's like writing like a toxic erotica?
It does. It was like if Quan Mills decided to be completely, you know what I mean? Like this is 100% what we're getting, right?
It'd be the all caps. Y'all be so mad. Y'all's all caps be taking me out. Because
how dare you? So I respond because I couldn't help myself, as I do. So you tried to trick them into coming out? Ever tried being a safe space? So if a woman does something to a man, it can still be gay. I'm so glad I'm pansexual. This the things y'all straights be hung up on, to the point where you'll try to finger a man just to accuse him of being gay with a whole pussy attached? And y'all be the same women who be like, he never opens up to me. Why the fuck would he? Some of y'all seem about as safe as an atomic bomb. Now, no, listen.
Mic drop.
No.
Because what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Bro, it does, and still, don't make no kind of fucking sense. This.
Well, let me shut up, because that means I hate women if I say that.
Child, bye. So this bitch, go ahead and respond to me. Well, sis, first of all, you're talking behind an anonymous page. I don't even know if you're a black woman, so that whole sis thing is very strange. Well, sis, you're arguing a point that wasn't even made. The post was about women feeling uneasy navigating men who aren't transparent about their sexuality. It's so crazy how the whole thing switched up from what you just said, judge your mammy, to my comment was clearly humor, not a psychological case study. Nobody said anything about tricking anyone into coming out. Transparency and consent go both ways, and being a safe space doesn't mean ignoring real conversations women are having about their comfort levels. Also, sexuality and behavior aren't the same conversation. Let's stay on topic. And for clarity, this bitch, and for, like, when I say it's really sad, because she said, and for clarity, I'm far from vanilla or closed-minded. I'm very much a swinger, not lifestyler or pan. Ain't no name for the type of freak I am, which is crazy, right? Hold on, y'all. It's my mama.
Welcome to Earth's Ghetto Podcast. Y'all be alright.
Hey, mommy. Let me call you right back. I'm recording. I'll call you right after.
She can call me if she wants.
Mallory says you can call her if she. Okay, never mind. She hung up on me.
She said, don't worry.
She loves me, guys. She does. It's just.
And we should be picking up every call.
Yeah, listen. We truly do. The reason why you still have a show is because that lady is my mama.
Right.
I just want to go ahead and put that out there.
Yeah, actually, y'all be alright.
Yeah, I swear to God, that's one thing we're not gonna do. And then she says, and for clarity, I'm far from vanilla, blah, blah, blah. With a fully adult playground in my home with whips, chains, and dildos and more. But context matters. This wasn't a debate about identity politics. It was about women discussing their dating boundaries. But carry on, sis. And I said, all of them gay. You just said you slide your finger near their ass. I'm gonna assume without asking, which is also fucking weird, just to see if they gay or not. But now ain't no name for the freak I am. Girl, please, this is weird predatory behavior, and when STI results, infidelity should be enough. Have a day. Now, there's more, but I won't get into it, and I don't want to spend too much time on this fucking topic. Homophobic women, transphobic women, you act like fucking Karens. You act like the worst white women that you fucking hate whenever it comes to this shit. And it's really sad because I feel like you've all put on that horrific dirty blonde bob and you all about to go call the manager. I'm really, really sick of it. Y'all are not safe spaces. Y'all really do be the same bitches who are like, he won't open up to me. I don't understand. But you're also the same one. Stop crying, little bitch.
Like, how do y'all think that participating in the patriarchy will give you liberation at all? Like, what is that? What do you gain from that? And also, you're more than having a period. You're more as a person than just, oh, I can have a period and they can't. You should see yourself more than that, in my opinion.
And I think you got to deal with your insecurity. You're deeply insecure. You are deeply insecure if the thing that you are worried about is a nigga. You're worried about the man that you're with, right? Having sex with another man. It's never, I'm afraid that this man's going to cheat on me and give me a disease. Do you think you only get a disease if he's fucking somebody butthole? Is that what you thought? Because I really feel like y'all need to go back to sexual health class. Because that's not how any of this works. You're insecure. You're thinking to yourself, what kind of woman gets left for a man? That's what you need to deal with. Because that's the only thing that's in your fucking heart. He's going to leave me for a man. He's had dick before. Are you afraid they can suck dick better than you can? Let me go ahead and help you out. They can. They can. You know how I know how to suck dick? You watch a lot of really good gay porn.
We be doing our thing, you know.
I swear to God, I'm talking the swirls. Educationally, we should all be watching some gay porn if we all want to give a head a little bit better.
And vice versa, right? Because straight men hate to hear when lesbians eat cat better than straight men do.
But they do!
And they hate to hear that.
Maybe you should go watch some lesbian porn so you can learn some things. Instead of us just trading information so we can all be better at our jobs, instead we decide to do this shit. And it's very strange.
Even when they do watch it, they still can't do it. But
that's another thing. Listen, they can see the diagram and be like, where's the clit that pointed the butthole? So who knows? But it really kills me that we are living in this society where we're talking about the male loneliness epidemic, right? They're so lonely because they don't know what they're doing. Some of you bitches are lonely because of you. You saw that man in the shower and you saw him going to wipe between his cheeks a little too long. You asking people questions on sis, is this your man? Being like, he ate dessert. What should I do? He uses more than a 3-in-1 body wash. He has a skincare routine. Gay!
Yay!
Like, I swear to God, that's how they act. Like, oh my goodness. So when he ate his ice cream, did he lick it or you put the whole thing in? What happened?
Y'all's own demise when it comes to like.
And then you wonder why you're unhappy. You wonder why you can't find a man. Maybe the reason why you can't find a man is because you're a horrific ass bitch.
Not justifying it, but you wonder why he's punching holes in the walls because he's been conditioned to suppress all his shit up.
But this is the thing.
Not justifying.
Oh no, and listen, there will be never any justification for any of that. But we also need to understand that straight people are the reason for DL. Mm-hmm. No matter whether it's a man or a woman, y'all are the reason that DL even fucking exists. That's your fault. You're so mad, it's still your fault. It's your fucking fault. I really hope you take the time to really sit with that. DL people are fucking straight people's fault. You're so mad about it. Thankfully I can't hear whatever you're saying right now. But I'm just saying, like, that's just what it is. And I feel like I'm like, damn, we're not even looking at anything on just a human level, man. You're like, well, I got a comment that was just like, well, don't they get their sexual pleasure from their butthole? So wouldn't that be gay leaning?
Fucking dumbasses.
Don't all men have a prostate? Also, if you have a vagina and you're playing with this prostate, how is that gay? There's no
so
other...
I guess if whoever is being interred, just automatically
that's
makes
the gay
person,
one.
That just means that's not what the definition of gay is. You think that if something enters something, the thing that's being interred is gay. That makes no fucking sense. Y'all sound stupid.
And there's also women who enjoy anal sex. Okay, you know what? It's fine. There
are some gay men who don't like to get their things sucked.
There are some gay men who don't like penetration.
There are some gay men who don't like penetration. There are some gay men who are just romantically gay and not sexually. It's not just black and white to this shit.
They will never be able to put that together because anytime they think of homosexual, they think of hypersexual.
Yep.
Which is why when that lady said the thing about hypersexuality and homosexuality, I'm like, those two things have nothing to do with each other. You know what's been intrinsically linked? Trauma and hypersexuality.
That's why when y'all dumbasses see the existence of queer people on television, y'all are like, oh my God, with the kids, and they too young to be saying stuff like that. You automatically conflate sexuality, so sex. See, oh, gay people exist.
Like, you literally take a person's identity and you make it sexual.
But they're not too young to see all the straight shit. Okay.
Never. Never. They can watch princesses go ahead and just be tonguing their princes down with you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very, very strange, and I find it like odd that we have to continue to have this conversation because it's such a ridiculous double standard. I can't go ahead and see all of the gay shit that I want. I have to search for it. But God forbid a gay person shows up in the things that you have going on. Like, literally, the one person that's gay in a room full of straights, and then the world falls apart. And I'm just really disappointed in women in general. Like, because people want to pretend like you're some type of safe space for gay people, and you're not. You're absolutely not. You're just as homophobic, and to be honest with you, you actually might be more homophobic than men. And the only reason is because it goes completely unchecked with women. Goes completely unchecked. We look at y'all like, oh, well, you know, we love our good Judys and so on and so, but you don't realize how dangerous you bitches are when you sleep with people who hate your homosexuals. Hate all the homosexuals that are in your fucking life, and you are sleeping with them. You're actually putting your friends in danger. It's the same way that if I decide to start sleeping with a white supremacist, my friends really aren't going to be safe. I mean, God knows I'm not safe, but my friends really aren't going to be safe. I really want women to look internally and realize that you I don't know what torch y'all are trying to bear. But I promise you, the way you interact with gay people sometimes is disgusting. And then you want to steal the lingo and be like, I hope my son don't end up gay. I just need all y'all to go to hell. That's all. I'm done. I just want all of y'all to go to hell swiftly.
And I just want to say these would be the same women who are not just married to these trash men who are also very homophobic, but will also be up in gay people's face talking about some yes and yes, work it. And using our shit with code switch. Once they find out that I'm gay, they be like, oh, work it, honey. And I'm the type to call you out. I'm not the type to just, I'm going to ask you, why are you talking like that?
What's going on?
And now you're going to look stupid. Oh, well, that's just how. No, it's not. You didn't talk like that.
Not 30 seconds ago, but then you found out I was gay,
so
and all of a sudden
over
it's
here, work it, honey, and
slay
yes,
down the house boots. Like, you're not even, first of all, you're not even.
But then when I talk about my rights and shit, oh, well, I can't agree with that. No, bitch.
But you certainly want me to come over and do your hair and do your nails and give you good advice on how to suck dick, right? Okay, cool.
Right, because you're using too much teeth. But then when I talk about my rights, oh, well, you know, that's just my opinion because of God and all this other dumb shit. I ain't trying to hear it.
Nope. Because you're certainly not trying to hear me and my rights and the things that I have going on.
And I'm trying to also tell you as well that us having each other's backs is also good for the both of us because this shit intertwines misogyny and homophobia.
It's true.
So when I'm telling you, hey, this is just going to keep biting you in the ass. Well, nah, you don't like women. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm thinking long term here. You participating in white supremacy and these ideologies is not going to save you.
It's really not. And the fact that you want to work this like it is, I see too many people who are quite literally just tokens for society who really think they're not about to get spent. You are about to get spent, my love. And what you don't realize is that you're jealous that we never will be.
We need to get rid of this whole like, oh, if you can't beat them, join them attitude. Let's just join the patriarch since we can't beat them. That's still hurting you, and that's killing us.
And it sucks because they really mean that shit. They're really on some. If you can't beat them, join them. And I'm like, why is that? Why is it entertaining? Why is that funny? Why is that something that's even an option?
That goes with anything when it comes to the oppressor. This whole attitude of, oh, well, we need more black billionaires, or if you can't beat them, learn how to play the system so that you can be at the top, crabs in the bucket mentality. That shit has got to go.
And it's been needed to go for a long fucking time. And it sucks because I realize that we are our own worst enemy. And I'm not about to talk like I'm holier than thou. I used to be one of them people. It took work, but the one thing that is probably a difference between me and other people is that hurting people really bothered me. I was like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to be mean, and like I don't want to be fucked up. And that's kind of how. Thankfully, that was my foundation. So I was able to springboard off of that and be like, oh God, like I was about to be like, that's horrendous, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? And also, I feel like all I don't understand is that a lot of these women who have these beliefs, they're friends with the gays who will do anything to be in straight people's faces. So they're going to their they're going to their good Judy being like, I can't believe they call me that. They doesn't understand, Fred.
That is so crazy. Now deep down, I still think you're gonna go to hell. But like, I'm not gonna tell you that. But we're gonna kiki.
But
we
like,
gonna have fun.
But like, you're like, what? What? Nah, man. All I have to say is that, you know, these kind of things are going to continue, and I'm obviously, I'm not stupid. We know it's going to continue. I need Black queer people to be very aware of who they're around. Just because somebody thinks that you can slay the house down boots, whatever the fuck, whatever
Work
the
it,
fuck.
girl. Oh, you one of them. Oh, you gay. Oh,
Good Judy, like.
Meanwhile, your boyfriend's saying the F slur every chance he get.
And
you ain't saying shit.
And literally wants so badly to run them over with his car, and you hear him say it on a regular basis.
And
then you want to come back and smile in my face.
He's just so crazy.
You know why that was a specific situation? Because that happened to me. He used to drive and be like 10 points. I should get 10 points. And I would always be like, what in the fuck? And we'd have these ridiculous fights. And I had to realize that it doesn't matter if we fight about it. I'm still with him. What kind of defense is that?
It's like
I know I'm going to give him my pussy later, but you know, we argued about it, so that's okay.
The ignorance is so strong that y'all don't even realize that it saves you if your man is homophobic, y'all don't even have the range to see that this affects you as well.
At all, because usually if he's homophobic, he's a fucking misogynist. But it sucks that that point has to be made in order for you to think about anything else other than yourself. You only want to think about how it's going to affect you. And that's what, and again, this is why y'all have to realize you got to stay away from some of these straight people. A lot of them don't mean you no well. A lot of them just want to get some of the glitter off of you so they can go walk about the world in their walk about their very straight world. That's it. You're literally supposed to be the seasoning. You're the accessory to whatever the straight life is. Like, and I'm so sick and tired of us being supporting actors and actresses in our own world. That makes no sense. But yeah.
Moving on to other straight people who are trash. Chris Brown.
Oh God.
No one really cares what you have to say. We usually don't care what you have to say. Chris Brown decided to take the opportunity to make a post after. Now, yes, we already had this conversation before. We can have this conversation. Yes, we shouldn't even be having this fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We're too distracted with all the shit that's going on.
Yeah, facts.
We are aware here at Earth is Ghetto Podcast that this shit shouldn't be happening in the first place.
At all.
So that they can make billions of dollars off of this shit.
Because that's literally what this is boils down to.
As they skip and hop over homeless folks in the street to get to the stadium.
Absolutely, where they clear out any of the homeless people in the area just so the rich people can walk and not have to step over them. You know, they don't want to have them have a bad time.
You know. But with that being said, we had the halftime show. I enjoyed the show. I did not watch it. I went to YouTube. I didn't watch the game. I didn't wait for it or nothing. I said, girl, let me go see what's given. It was cute. I liked the message. Chris Brown, you don't stand for anything, number one. No one knows where you are politically. And number two, we don't want to see you be doing Crash Bandicoots and backflips all over the stage all night. We don't care. And all your shit sounds the same. You have not grown as a person. And yes, that's a whole other conversation about Jay-Z. But Jay-Z is not going to let you perform the Super Bowl halftime show. He's not.
And nor fucking should he.
So, you need to find you something to do and maybe take a look at yourself inward. Why haven't I grown as a person? Because you haven't. You've remained stagnant. The only folks that want you are the ones that say, I'm yellow bone and this is what he wants.
Oh, and very confused dark-skinned women who don't realize that he still hates you.
So we need to do something about that because you're clearly bored. Talking about they need me. You're having your Nicki moment too, I see. It's a lot of folks having, a lot of y'all going to end y'all career with y'all's stupidity.
Oh, What I will say is that I really hate when he talks because all of a sudden you just see women coming out of the woodwork being like, "Oh my God, Rihanna was a long time ago." If only he had stopped at Rihanna. I don't feel like you realize, but he just went to jail recently for beating a man unconscious with a bottle.
Just last year.
Kicked him in the back of the neck and beat him with a bottle.
You saw that long list of all the things
Yeah,
she's done
bro.
from 2009 up until last year?
Up until, like, literally, this man has had something going on at least once or twice, sometimes 3 times a year. And for some reason, it's like the R. Kelly conversation. It's like, I don't understand why you have such an allegiance to losers. I heard somebody go ahead and call the Chris Brown friends criminals.
Well.
CHRIM. I said, oh my God. I mean, you certainly want to support one. I'm not surprised that Chris Brown is feeling a little lonely over there. I'm not shocked at all. I think that despite the fact that Chris Brown is ridiculously successful, he almost wants to brand himself as a person who's been blackballed. Mm-hmm. And all I can say is, if only your bitch ass had been blackballed.
I wish.
But you're not. You're not. And you are mediocre. You're a mediocre artist who doesn't write his own music, doesn't arrange his own music. You are just a cosplay of high yellow good lookingness, who can do backflips, who also looks like they're always high off of cocaine. I mean, listen, whatever you want to do, you can do. It's fine.
I remember when they called him Cocaine Bear.
I used to call him Crickety Crack because I knew that's what he was doing.
Because he sure did act like it.
Yeah, look, I promise you.
Yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up because, Aaron, you always bring up desire. Yes, I am going to ruin this moment. Because we're not going to pretend like that's not a factor. The reason why this man can get away with a lot of shit is because he is desirable. And I'm just going to leave it at that. We don't have to break it down this time because I do it enough, right? He's changed. Why is it that the closer you are to whiteness, you get so many chances?
So much grace, because you would think after the 3rd time, 4th time, 5th time, 6th time, 7th time, 12th time, 15th time, 30th time, that, we would have been like, hey, maybe we've given this nigga too many chances. For some reason, his light skin and desirableness make his chances seem to be infinite. I feel like he'd actually have to kill someone on camera and in front of you, and it'd also be a light-skinned person for you to care.
And it's so strong that he could even, just like he did recently, still tell you to y'all faces, no dark-skinned women in my section, and you will still have dark-skinned women defending him even. Well, he wasn't talking about me.
He thinks I'm beautiful. I don't think that's what happened, babe.
He was talking about the haters.
Yeah. No, he was talking about that other dark-skinned chick who doesn't look like me because I'm a different type of dark-skinned chick.
She was clearly like a hater or something because that's why he say that.
I'm like, what?
I'm like, girl.
I'm not surprised whenever it comes to Chris Brown friends. You can beat me. To be honest with you, anytime I really think about it, I just go to that one Boondocks episode in reference to R. Kelly and everything makes sense. Mm-hmm. This is what y'all do. Y'all will go ahead and, like, the same thing with Jonathan Majors. You was calling this man all type of F slurs because he wore, like, a fur coat and he used to do the pouty mouth.
I remember, baby, the shade room was all over that shit.
They were like, we don't have real men anymore. And then
the hoteps and the pick Mishas in the comments. See what's happening with our black men?
Who's going to be the boys?
Our black men being emasculated. Oh my God.
And you're like, girl. But then he gets in trouble for beating on a white woman, and all of a sudden, don't bring down a black man. This is how I know that your homophobia knows no bounds. because you will go out of your way to protect somebody who's been accused of abusing someone. But when they were just being themselves in their fur coat and duck lips, it was a problem. I'll let it go.
Homophobia eats itself. Like, it really comes back to bite you in the ass for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the clown that comes back to bite, honey. You can do all this, oh, sissies and sassy, oh, he's sassy, he's zesty. It's going to come back to bite you in the ass because we still live under a patriarchal rule.
That's true.
Unfortunately.
Yep.
And all you're doing is feeding into it, girl. That's all you're doing.
That's true.
And then when these men come home at 3 o'clock in the morning and don't want to open up to you and punching holes in the wall and shit, not justifying it, but they have no safe space to be vulnerable because you think if they're being vulnerable, they're sissies or they're feminine or sassy.
Mm-hmm. It's really sad that no, because that's even going back to the first subject. Like, so you can't even be yourself. Like, there's not even space for that. But there is so much space given to this person who literally has a shitload of victims. Karuchi was on Ayanla Fix My Life. He was beating. She got a 5-year restraint. Do you know what has to happen for you to get a 5-year restraining order? I'll move on. All right. Next case.
So, Atlanta Airport. I think it's the biggest airport
In the nation.
in the nation. I'm sure everyone has heard about the Epstein files and everything. And yes, the world is being ran by cannibalistic pedophiles. Yes, this is where we live. This is where we're at.
If you studied slavery, I could have told you that.
If you studied slavery, we could have been told you that. But hey, it's looking like some of y'all now. So now everyone's shook. That's another conversation. There's this guy in the airport here in Atlanta who was basically saying, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Why is everyone just acting so normal? Like we didn't just see what just came out. Why are we still going to work? Why are we still pretending like everything's okay? The Grammys. Why are we still talking about the Super Bowl? All these things, Coachella, all these things to keep us distracted. This man basically saying, y'all fucking tripping. But in the video, everyone is saying, oh, this man crazy, something wrong with him. Someone call security. That's how strong this shit is, and they got every last one of y'all. Every last one of y'all that did not join in on him or agree with him, that's how strong propaganda is. And I want you to know that y'all got. Still, if y'all still... babies being eaten. And y'all are like, what is wrong with this person? Y'all are so deep in the matrix. It's so...
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. And like, it's like empathy. We've been so conditioned to now see empathy as like a bad thing, as like a thing of weakness for all you Elon Musk dick suckers out there. Because he came up with that shit too. And y'all just took it and ran with it.
Oh.
Yeah, there he is. And he's just like, hey, all of y'all are not, like, y'all look stupid. Why are we normalizing this day?
Man, let's, you know what, let's...
All of y'all are acting fucking normal. Epstein files have been released, and all of y'all are acting normal. All of y'all are acting normal. They can laugh, but y'all can Google it. They can laugh, but y'all can Google it. The Epstein files have been released, and all of y'all are acting normal. All of y'all are acting normal.
But really because
All of y'all are acting normal.
that man done lost their goddamn mind.
Fucking airport is acting normal.
Everybody's calling.
No, you shut the fuck up.
Oh, wait, don't say nothing.
Because the Epstein files, what I'm reading, and everybody in this room can read. If you go to Google right now, everybody in this room can read. They are eating babies. They are trafficking children. And if you think for a second
Grace ain't ready.
You're on the fucking wrong side of history. It don't matter about this flight. It don't matter about who in this fucking airport. It don't matter about this nigga walking past me right now. I don't. Because the Epstein files have been released.
Is this also him?
That's the actually yeah, play that. That's not him, but
Okay.
she's gonna break down like, hey, this has been happening since slavery, unless that I accidentally put it up there twice, unfortunately.
Let me see.
It should be like
Because the Epstein files have been released. Because the Epstein files have been released. All of y'all are acting fucking normal.
Clicked on. I thought this is one.
oh, is it up there twice? Yeah, never mind.
Oh
Oh well.
Oh well.
Basically, like we just said, this shit has been happening since chattel slavery. It's very unfortunate how, and even then, people still don't care. But
Yeah. No, I mean, whether it's chattel slavery or it was the Trail of Tears or it was Japanese imperialism with the Comfort Girls, like this is something that's been 100% going on, and for some reason we are looking at this like we're so shocked that like our presidents were slave catchers. Our presidents were slave owners. One of them had slaves' teeth literally ripped out of their heads and made into dentures for him. They used to stuff pillows with our hair, make drums with our skin, make oil from our skin. And we're shocked about the Epstein files? No, you're shocked it's happening to white people. You're shocked it's happening to white children. And that is why you care. I'm not saying for everybody, but if it hits you, it hits you.
Yeah.
Honestly, shout out to that man. Shout out to that man who decided that today was not going to be a normal day. That he wasn't just going to go ahead and read the fact that all of the people running this country. And then you wonder,
It's like, what is that? It's like, why are we doing anything?
like,
Really though. And this is why, and you can call me a negative Nancy or whatever, but this is just pattern recognition and being realistic. This is why things continue to get worse, because we're like, what's wrong with him? And we're just pointing and laughing, or someone called security on folks who are just seeing shit for what it is. This
you
shit
just
is
don't
ridiculous.
want us to be honest.
And they got y'all. They want y'all to otherize people who see shit for what it is.
And they want you to see all of this as normal. And I don't feel like you realize that you're failing the test. You're failing the test. They've released the Epstein files, and they wanted to see if we were going to do anything about it. And now they know they can continue to do shit because guess what? We didn't do anything about it.
Yep.
You failed the test. You failed the test.
Because we still care about the next NFL game. That's what we're more worried about. We're more worried about the next iPhone. Coachella. Like, that's why they was just like, you know what, fuck it. We'll just put it out slowly at a time.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get desensitized to it. Mm-hmm. But hey, they still got their football game to go to. America, football. Let's keep them patriotic with that.
The person who created, I believe it's called First Touch. It's a company that takes pictures of children at every school. He was also in the Epstein files. Wayfair, the company, was in the Epstein files because why would there be a $30,000 couch named Sienna? I think that it is easier for y'all to go about your day because I guess that is your own coping mechanism. But I'm letting you know that through your coping mechanism, children are dying. Children are being killed. Children are being raped to death. Children are being eaten. When we talk about CPS not being fair and the things that they're willing to do and how we've always felt like CPS is just another type of child trafficking. Do you know why now? Do you know why we think that? There are those of you that don't even want to read the Epstein files unredacted. A lot of you are way too comfortable putting your head in the sand. And I hate to say it, but you are the reason that we're here. Because You put your head in the sand for so long. You might as well have been in a fucking coma.
This is the result of, I feel like, what happens when because we truly have not neutralized the threat of white supremacy in this country after the Civil War. We just say, hey, we're just going to institutionalize it. And we're just going to make it a matter of opinion. This is why you have white men out here doing Nazi salutes and getting away with it. This is why you have white folks doing all sorts of anything and getting away with it. And when I say white supremacy eats itself, not only is that figuratively, but that's literally now, as you can see, because they've been doing it. But now they're eating each other now.
Not now. Now we're seeing it.
Now we're seeing it. It's been happening.
It's been happening. Because
So,
I don't know what you thought was going on during the Black
I
Plague.
just want to say, this is the result of that. There is no voting your way out of something like that. You can't vote. Oh, well, it's 2028. The fact that y'all think we're going to have another election lets me know how brainwashed a lot of you are to the system. You still have hope in this white supremacist settler colonial state.
And you think that even if we were to have an election, that means that you actually have a choice in this? You don't. Even if we were to have another election, do you really think that means that you have choices?
Get to know your neighbors. I bet you, all we have is each other. That's all we have.
It's true.
You should not be relying on anyone from the state to save you.
I promise you.
Because the state is still settler colonial at the end of the day, and that's their agenda. Both sides.
And I think one thing I will say about this past year and, Mallory and the kids living with us, I didn't realize that knowing your neighbors is invaluable. I have to give that all to her because she out there talking to neighbors and I'm like, bitch, get your bitch ass back inside. Ain't nobody even know me and Aaron live here. The fuck? I was like,
and that's and again, we gotta tap ourselves on the shoulder because that's not how that's what she's doing is community, and that's how it's supposed to be.
And I was so against it.
Yeah.
I was so against it, and I'm so glad that she persevered through my negativity because that's not something I wanted to do. I grew up very differently. Your neighbors are never supposed to be people you know, but I grew up with parents who weren't legal. So obviously I was going to grow up a little bit differently. You feel me? So it's scary. I'm like, getting to know your neighbors for the fuck what? And I'm realizing now that I'm very glad for this because if we were to get into some kind of trouble, I'm going across the street.
Yeah.
I'm not calling 911.
Never call the cops because they're just going to come and kill you. And this is not being exaggerating or whatever. This is just facts.
Glorilla called the cops and went to jail. She got robbed and she went to jail.
Never call the slave catchers on your scene, okay?
Just IJS. Anyway.
But yeah, the ATL airport guy was right. Until the rest of the 300 million of us get like that, nothing's going to change. I know that sounds negative, but these are just the facts because they're trying to see what they can do to get a reaction out of us. Or to see what they can get away with without us not doing anything.
Without us ever having a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've already shown them we're not about shit.
Babies, y'all.
And you don't care?
But you want to say the people who are neurodivergent are the crazy ones.
Also,
Hey,
I just want to say, people who are saying, "Oh, well, there was no black people in the Epstein files." I need you to go to hell. I need you to go straight to hell. None of the children that were trafficked were black in the Epstein files. Racism finally saved us. Okay, so you do realize how fucking stupid you sound, right? They needed an island to take these children to, and for black and brown women, they don't need a fucking island. They do it right here today in your fucking face. They need a whole island to do it to white children. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Y'all are being weird, and it makes me hate you.
Now is not the time.
Time and place, bitch.
See, that's what y'all. Well, what do you think that's going to get you? When it's already happening to us right here, right now, every day.
I'm sorry, CPS exists. Do you know how many black children that they take out of homes and that end up being molested in the system? Are you Are you jealous they needed an island and not a system to do? Like, I'm not sure what's going on, but all I have to say is shut your fucking mouth when you're around me.
Y'all sound weird. Anyways,
Next
okay, so
is-
T.S. Madison in the DL Whisperer.
Oh my God, go for it, friend.
I didn't really keep. No, you wanted me to put this down.
Oh,
I didn't really keep
I
up with
thought
that
you-
story. I knew there was
okay.
beefing, but I didn't really care enough to keep up with
Okay, well,
it.
first of all, T.S. Madison.
I did not keep up with all of
Listen,
it. I just knew they were beefing.
I knew about T.S. Madison. When
That's
I had
my girl,
no
but I didn't keep up
idea
with it.
that she was a sex worker. I had
Oh,
no
yeah.
clue. When I say I had no clue, she was just a funny bitch online who be telling crazy stories. So I was just like, yeah, I want to get to know more about you. This woman has blown up to such a degree, and obviously I don't agree with every single thing that T.S. Madison ever said or did, but I have so much respect for her as the artist and as the icon. As the woman is a gay fucking icon that she is.
The T.S. Madison.
But I also do know that she is an older woman, so she be having some old ideas about things. I heard some things she was saying about non-binary. She's like, how is that under the trans rainbow? We'll get to it, baby.
Don't
It's
even
fine.
get me started with the Christianity thing.
Oh my God!
And how
Yeah.
she's trying to revise it.
Listen, high five. But
Whatever.
now T.S. Madison, being the icon that she is, I did not realize was going to make her a target for somebody like the Flea, aka the DL Whisperer. And the DL Whisperer made some traction online, especially on TikTok. I want to say maybe a year or so ago, when I guess he was honestly just pandering to homophobic black women. I can tell you if your man is gay. Like, that was just really... And you know bitches were paying him? Bitches were paying him to be like, is my man gay?
Thousands of dollars, mind you. He got y'all. Y'all's homophobia is... Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, the y'all's homophobia is actually super expensive. I did not realize how expensive it was, but y'all are willing to pay real money to stay within your fucked up beliefs, which is just insane. So the DL Whisperer goes on the Tasha K TV show, which, by the way, the fact that Tasha K is still around doing things is insane, but I digress. He goes on the Tasha K show to say that he wants to beat up T.S. Madison, and not just beat her up. He goes and explains like the violence he wants to inflict on this woman. And it was so funny. Bob the drag queen went ahead and told a story about T.S. Madison and said one day T.S. Madison said, hold my titties. And he's like, girl, I don't do that. And he's like, no, feel my titties. So he felt the titties and he was like, what the fuck is that? That was the blick, nigga. That woman stays strapped. Play with it if you want to. The blicky is right under the right titty. She might turn it to the left just now because your bitches know. I promise you. The bitch got the blick. Why are you doing this?
Everybody, don't play with her.
You will listen. The only thing that's going to happen is funeral bringing and church singing. If you keep on going the way the fuck you're going, you're gonna end up on a t-shirt. You're gonna end up on a t-shirt. I need you to leave this bitch alone. Then he says there's all of these other iconic trans women who he also wants to beat up. And do you know the first thing I thought of? What if the DL Whisperer is somebody who wants to transition, but his homophobia and transphobia won't let him? Because I'm trying to figure out why you're making these particular black trans women your target. It's giving jealousy. It's giving they can live in a truth that you can't live in. And it also straight women who are saying, oh my goodness, is my man gay? Did it never occur to you that he just wants to find out who else he can fuck and you giving him a list? He's like, oh, Jeremy on Scott Street. I'll be right there. I'll find out if he's gay. Did you want this man to go ahead and call you while he's getting cracked by your husband and be like, I think it's real. I think he's gay, friend. Is that what you wanted?
You stupid.
No, it gets me so heated because it's like, The only reason this nigga exists is because homophobic and transphobic black women specifically, because that's most of his audience is black women, is paying this man to be a fucking horrendous ass person. And because he actually went to T.S. Madison's house, now he needs a lawyer. He made $10,000 on his GoFundMe.
Y'all are fucking stupid.
We are struggling at 1,800 to go ahead and get children away from their abuser. But you gave this nigga 10 grand to continue to harass black women.
And y'all be the main ones talking about some clock it. Using all our shit.
Now they're gonna be like, oh, well, that's not a black woman. Bitch, I don't give a fuck how you feel. Those are black women. T.S. Madison's a black woman. That's just a black woman with another type of blicky. Okay? That's really all that is. And nobody's going to convince me different. No one's going to tell me different. Nobody's going to dehumanize trans people, whether they are post-op or pre-op or whatever the case is. I'm not doing this with you. And I really feel like the DL Whisperer is the type of person that needs he needs to get beat the fuck up. And he needs to get beat the fuck up by a trans woman. I like, truly, because I feel like if straight people beat him up, it's not going to be the same. He's going to be like, y'all just hate me. No. I need one of the trans women that he has been, maybe Dominique Morgan. I don't know. But one of y'all needs to go over there and tap that ass with something like metal, maybe. I don't know. But you need to go over there. Because, and maybe I'm just a proponent of violence. Because I don't think it can fix everything. But I think it can fix some things. Some things. I think we can fix some things. Punch that nigga. Punch him really hard in the fucking face and tell him to leave you the fuck alone. That's where I'm at. Real talk. But instead now we got attorneys and lawyers and white people involved and all this other bullshit. So now we got $10,000 in his GoFundMe so he could get a better attorney. Which it really shouldn't matter what type of attorney that you have. Sadly it does. But it really shouldn't matter what type of attorney that you have if you are harassing black women and bringing weapons to their house. How did you find T.S. Madison's address? Do you know how nuts you have to be to go up to that lady mansion and be like, oh, let's fight? I'll be honest with you. I think single-handedly, one of T.S. Madison's titties could probably kill me.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially if it's coming at it like a velocity. Wah! Done.
And I'd be like,
Done.
you know what? Thank you.
Done. Can I have another maybe? But like, I'm just being for real. Like, I don't know what the DL Whisperer is thinking, and it really sucks that I see so many black women empowering him as if this is a person this is a person that should be admired, some type of savant that he sees things that you're not seeing, and in actuality, he's really a child. This nigga must be 22, 23 years old, and he's on a grift. He's on a grift that's making him fucking money, and it's your fault. That's what's actually happening. I wish we would just tell the truth.
It's so unfortunate seeing y'all spend this much money on this shit, and it's like, this is what I mean when I say homophobia eats y'all up. It kills. I mean, it comes back to bite you in the ass, because I know y'all are going broke over this shit. Black gay men, I need more of y'all to be wary of any woman that asks you, that shows you a picture of a random nigga. Do you think he gay? Those people, those women are not for you. They are not going to ride for you. They do not like you, actually. They hate you, actually. Because what does that say? They see it as so disgusting. Mm-hmm. Let me ask this fucking fag. He knows. What you think? Is he a sissy like you? Because I see it as bad.
Because maybe if you could tell me, you know what? Text him one time, and if he takes the bait, then I'll know. Bitch.
He ordered dessert. What's that mean? You should know, because you're something that's bad that I think is bad, right? I see it as a negative. So I'm going to ask you, do you think, is this person like you? Another negative. Because there's something wrong with y'all. I see that shit. I don't trust y'all.
And you shouldn't. Because those are the type of people that are going to get you killed.
Yeah.
I swear to God, just like I think that pick-me women could get you killed, let me tell you something. Bitches who want to pretend that they are your friend and want to go ahead and pretend, oh, I love you, even though you're gay, I love you. Watch out for sentences like that.
Talk about some yes.
Even though, even in the that was crazy. Like,
Talking about some word. Girl, don't piss me off.
no, I listen.
But God forbid you have a gay son. Oh, not in my house, not in my Christian house. So we believe in God in this house.
Didn't I just do your bitch ass nails yesterday?
Yes, thank you, honey. You got me right.
But didn't I pay you? I paid you for that.
But you know, I still
Girl.
think that's. I love the sin there, not the sin. But hey, girl,
I really cannot tell you how disgusting.
and you're not gonna make me feel bad for calling it out.
At
You're
all.
not. You're not gonna gaslight. Oh well, you hate women. No, it saves both of us. Actually, what I'm trying to tell you.
But
That's
you just
the
don't
thing.
care.
But you don't care because that's how much. That's how that shit works. It's in your heart.
That's how intoxicating hatred is. Even when somebody is trying to help you and says, "Hey, this thing that you think that you're against, it's actually going to double back and boomerang back into that fat ass head of yours. This is not something that it just is in a bubble. Somebody who's going to be that homophobic is going to be that misogynistic."
Mm-hmm.
And then you wonder why you sit in the house barefoot and pregnant and can't go nowhere. And why there's foil over the windows. Nigga, I don't. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, just be wary of that because I noticed that a lot. I still get it, and I call them out. Be like, "What? Why are you talking like that?" All of a sudden, and they be like, "That's how I always talk." No, it's not. It's not.
Now you're gonna lie.
I love myself, and you ask me, oh, and I tell you, oh, well, I'm not dating. I have a man or whatever. You see that because I'm so comfortable with myself, and you want to switch up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, honey. Mm-hmm. No, ma'am. It's not gonna work
As
for
if
me.
that, like, you want to put it on. They're not a coat.
Girl, in this case, before I get pissed off.
No, because I was just thinking that's the same way as when you hanging around white girls and all of a sudden they got sticky bangs and fucking hope earrings and shit. And you're like, did you just put me on?
You
I'm
go,
not a-
sister.
I'm not a fucking sweater.
Like, work it, girl.
Like-
you go, sister. I'm Samantha, and I have black friends. Work, sis.
Tell Kelly with the
Girl.
IGH that she needs to go to hell. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, you can't, no.
Annoying.
No. Anyway.
I am not your gay in the box.
Bruh.
Anyways, moving on.
Last topic.
We're gonna talk about what it means to be quote unquote lazy. I don't think that shit is real, being that the system that we live in. And here's the thing, I'm not lazy, I'm intentional, right? I get told this a lot at work, but they still haven't fired me yet, so I guess I'm doing something right. But some of my coworkers be trying to throw shade, like, oh, well, you know, Aaron's lazy. They gonna do the bare minimum. And I am. I fucking am. I'm going to always do the bare minimum because I don't want to fucking be here because all of you hoes are pretending anyway.
Facts.
This is all a fucking performance. Y'all don't want to be here, just like I don't want to be here. I'm just not gonna fucking bullshit and act like I do. So
One
yes,
person
I'm going to
refuses
do.
to lie.
I'm going to do my job description and my job description only. Okay. I'm not going to go above and beyond because then y'all gonna expect more from me. I ain't about that. I'm not doing that.
No, for real.
I didn't come here for that shit. Ain't that right, Tyler? Mm-hmm. He's like, mm-hmm.
Always.
Go on.
Always. And this is one of our homosexual cats
Yeah.
as well.
Very gay. Very gay.
I got 2 boys. They stay hunching. At least trying to. It don't work because they don't have balls. But they be working it out. I don't know how. But
the reason I say I'm not lazy, I'm intentional, is because I see shit for what it is, and I refuse to feed the machine and participate in that. I'm intentionally not going to pick up shit. Well, you should pick up. You must not like money. I fucking hate money, actually.
it's actually the root of all evil.
This is why we're all fucking dying, and it's not real. We said, hey, this is going to be $1. We all agreed on it and said that's what it is. Mm-hmm. We're paying for shit that comes from the ground by using shit that comes from the ground to pay for it. That's what type of time I'm on. So you damn right I'm lazy. I'm going to work. I come home. I'm not doing no extra shit. I'm not going to, how's everyone doing? I just love working. You do not like to work. Stop pretending that you do. That shit's fucking propaganda. You don't like doing this shit. You don't. Well, you must not like money. I'm money. They cut all this shit off right now. What does that say? Girl, anyways, that's my little tangent. That shit pissed me. I wanted to say that for last because Aaron gonna do just their job and that's it. Yes, that's what you pay me to do. I'm not doing no extra shit.
They saying it like that's supposed to be a bad thing.
Because they're fucking sheep.
I'm sorry, you're upset that I come here and do my job and go home? Is that where the bad comes in? Because I do.
Y'all are fucking sheep.
Like, girl, okay. So there is a video, and I want to make sure I play it.
She talks about it more. I like the way she breaks it down.
Not being indoctrinated.
Wrong one.
Not being indoctrinated to me means that I am a lazy bitch. I want to do things that are not relative to my soul. I didn't ask to leave generational wealth for kids that I don't want. I didn't ask to be married. I didn't ask for a white picket fence. I don't want any of it. I don't want to go to college and get a degree and move up in a company. I don't give a shit. I never asked for any of that. I didn't ask for that. I do want to frolic and experience the most beautiful nature that I ever could experience in this lifetime. Anything that's relative to my soul is the only thing that matters. Everything else outside of that is fucking created by humans for us to care, and I don't care. I have not cared for a long time, and they couldn't fully indoctrinate me because I am a fucking Pisces, so I do sit on the spiritual realm. So you're not gonna indoctrinate me and make me believe things that I don't even believe. There's just so much that I can say about this, but people in this world would try to make you feel bad for not wanting anything. I want to see mountains, beaches, and waterfalls. If that's all I see for the rest of my life and have the most delicious fruit and the most delicious food and get to experience the human connection with other humans, that's all I care about. I think that these rules and these things that people put onto you and that you're supposed to want and do, fuck a college degree, fuck all of that, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to frolic. I didn't ask to be a part of this world, but I am in it. Maybe I was tricked to be here on earth, who knows? But truthfully, I'm going to leave off with, yes, I am a lazy bitch. No, I don't want to do anything. I just want to be free. I'm already as free spirit as possible. I just want to be more free and be released from this matrix once more. And I'll keep being released. Not being indoctrinated.
Fellow Pisces, love that. One of the things that really stuck out to me is the fact that we're kind of constantly told that what we should want. So if I decided that, like she said, I just want to see mountains and waterfalls and eat delicious food, and that's my definition of a success, you tell somebody that who is very anchored into the matrix that is this, they're like, oh, you're a bum. You don't want shit for yourself. I cannot tell you how many dating profiles I've gone on where they talk about generational wealth and I do day trading and I do this, and I'm just like, so you gamble for a living? I've never been good at gambling. Like, blackjack is maybe the most I've ever done, and I swear to God, once I got a push, it's a wrap. I'm like, oh, I lost. That's why we do those things for free. You feel me? And it's kind of insane that I can tell people that I just want to live somewhere with all of my peoples and make sure that all of my animals are there, everybody is safe and happy and healthy, and all we need is internet and the outdoors. And have a piece of something that no one can ever take from us. That's wealth to me. So when you tell me that your bank owns your home, but somehow you owning your home is better than me renting mine, even though you got to pay for all of your own shit to get fixed. And I don't. And that if you stop paying your property tax, they can still take your home even if your house is paid off.
Yep.
Like one of the things, the tenets of adulthood that they tell us is needed is you buying a house.
Yep.
And when I say I don't care about buying a house,
how
dare
like,
you?
What's your problem? Yeah.
You bum bitch.
Yep. You piece of shit.
Why are you such a fucking bum?
Yeah.
And you're like, I just
don't care.
I don't.
Because it's not real. Fuck.
It's one of the reasons that I wanted to leave the country so badly, which that's just up in the air, child. Just go with us on the journey. Who knows what's gonna happen? But I would love to, like, you know, leave the country, but it was because I know that in other places, if I buy a piece of land, once that piece of land is mine, no one can ever take it from me. They literally have loopholes so they can take shit from you in this place.
The reason we get looked at crazy when we talk about, hey, I don't really care about the white picket fence thing, is because that's how strong that indoctrination is here in this country. America is a cult. And Americans are very servile by nature.
Because we talk about Christianity being a cult, which it is.
Mm-hmm.
But America,
We do the Pledge of Allegiance in schools still to this day.
the patriotism,
To indoctrinate, get them while they're young.
because you're not having patriotism to be like, well, I love this country so much, I'll do anything to fix it. No. Because that's what I thought patriotism was.
Patriotism means I'm a good person to feed the system.
And I
And
will
I'm proud
agree
of-
and do whatever the fuck you want with no complaint.
That's why you will never make me feel bad for saying that I hate this country. You're just not going to do it. I will always hate settler colonies.
And you know, I think it was it was one of my first boyfriends. There was this white trans guy who I was dating, and I remember this was a while ago. This is when Mitt Romney and Jesus, I'm old, but this is when Mitt Romney and Barack Obama were doing a debate. And after the debate, I was just like, I don't remember what prompted me to say, I will never be proud to be an American. And it rocked his world that I said that. I'm too old for interracial relationships now. White boys, put it away. But it was one of the reasons that I realized that I can't be in a relationship with someone who has this idealistic version of America in their heads. Mm-hmm. Like, my parents aren't from here. I am, but my parents aren't from here, and I would never say that I'm proud to be an American. What's there to be proud of? Is it our wonderful history? What would I say I'm fucking proud of? As an American, not as a black person. As an American, what the fuck do I have to be proud of? The Trail of Tears, the 450 years of slavery, the times that we entered our noses into Business International that killed a bunch of people or raped a bunch of people, or like what part am I supposed to be proud of? But when I brought that up and it was just like, you know, history, I was like, and I wish that I hadn't been so young, because I legitimately ended up feeling bad for what I thought. Thankfully, the relationship obviously didn't last long. Mm-hmm. But I ended up feeling bad. I was like, well, damn, I'm so glad that I thankfully had friends to be around to be like, girl, who the fuck would be proud of being an American? Mm-hmm. Because if that had been the only person, it's why you can't just have a relationship. You need friendships, you need community, you need all of these other things. It's so important. It's why I want y'all to start decentering like relationships. Not because I don't want you in one, it's because y'all move weird when that's your goal. I want it to happen to you. Just let it happen organically. Yeah. When you move like it is your goal, y'all be doing weird shit, man. And I wish you would stop. But I feel like for him, to be honest with you, I agree with Aaron. I don't think laziness exists. I will only push back slightly and say the only way that I see laziness existing is with people who constantly use AI for their artwork.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like that's the only, like, if you use AI, let's say you need to go ahead and make some clips, you can't watch the whole video. It's still your stuff. It's still your stuff. You're not asking AI to put extra things in there to make it look good.
And I would even say this. I would say laziness could exist if it's not towards communal purposes. I don't think it can exist under capitalism.
I agree. I can agree with that.
We're talking about like a society for like the greater good as a community, a commune. I could see that being a possibility. Someone not putting in their weight.
You know what I'm saying?
But under capitalism, no such thing.
Not when it's this individualistic. Because we're not talking about like Because, as we work as a household, there were so many people in this motherfucking house. We're like, somebody got to wash dishes. Somebody listen, this baby just pooped, and somebody got to wipe his ass. And you know what I'm saying? Like we had to work together, and that could be considered lazy if somebody just decided they just didn't want to put in their work, their weight. But even then, there were caveats. We knew that somebody may be depressed right now and can't really move, do too much stuff. Like, there'd be time where you're doing, that Aaron is working so much and so hard that we have no issues picking up the slack when it comes to certain things, right? But then there'll be times where Aaron is home and Aaron cleaned up 3 days out of the 3 days that they're home. You know what I'm saying? So we all are here to pick up the slack when somebody drops the ball. So I don't want to make anybody to make it feel that in a communal aspect there's not grace. Grace there's actually more grace given in a communal aspect than there ever will be individualistically.
Yeah. Because again, with capitalism, it's all about the crabs in the bucket mentality. I got out, why can't you? We hear that all the time.
Barack Obama is president.
Not everyone wants to be a war criminal, and not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. Like, it's like, let's just wake it up. He was the exception, not the rule, and also not everyone wants to be that.
You ate that. No, guys, listen, that nigga put the bomb in Obama, baby. But
overqualified. Why is that something I should celebrate?
And on top of that, we talk about he deported people without putting anybody in detention camp, and I just I don't know if that's
because that's really what it comes down to, right? With Democrats, it's like, okay, we are for all these things that's happening, but have some decorum. Make sure it's
humane.
Make sure it goes through Congress, right?
Right. There's bureaucracy and red tape to what we do. We don't just do it.
We're okay with slave trades, but as long as it goes through.
Listen, it's got to go through the proper channels.
The shareholders have to have a say first.
And then we can talk about it.
Israeli lobbyists, they have to have a say first.
Oh, and dishonorable mention to LeBron James, and what other nigga name? What's that?
Steph Curry.
No, that light bright. Yes. So, let me tell you something. This is one of the reasons why I need y'all to be more leaning towards the Kyrie Irvings than I need you leaning towards the LeBron James. And by the way, Kyrie Irving, so far from perfect, nigga said a lot of stupid shit. But at least he decides he wants to be on the side of the right side of history, which I will always have respect for. If you're going to say stupid shit, but you're like, you know what, anti-genocide feels like the bare minimum, but I'll take it. At this rate, I will take it. LeBron James, as you sit up there where we can still see the needle marks from the last bout of hair plugs that you have put in. As I stare into the shine that is your forehead, and you actually say, I've heard good things about Israel over the last 3 years? Oh, recently? Bitch, go die. And then for Steph Curry, nigga, I don't really know too much about you because we don't watch sports over here.
Investing in a lot of Israelis, what's it called, sponsors.
Oh yes, listen, he getting all of that money. He's like, Nike is not enough. I need pedophile Israeli money. Which, hey, do you, boo boo? But I will say that I really wish any of us had a backbone, because there would never be a way that I'd be going to, and bro.
But this is why I don't, and going back to what we said, this is why I never feel bad when I say, Aaron, well, they don't care about money. You just don't like money. I don't, because look at what it gets us. Look at where it gets us.
Look what they'll do for it. They will sell out their mama to crackheads after they sold her to crack.
Like, it wasn't just an exaggeration when we say it's the root of all. Like, come on now.
No, literally, one of the very few true things in the Bible.
One of the
money.
Trinities. Yeah.
Money is the root of all. The love of money is the root of all evil.
I'm a proud minimalist. I don't give a fuck what y'all say about me.
let me tell you something. If me and Aaron were to go ahead and like move to Mexico and stuff, and then obviously it's just us and the cats, right? Other than making sure that we have our computer so that we can continue to put out content,
My girl, who give a fuck?
like, I'm here really trying to think, what is the thing that I need? What do I need when I get there? I'm like, weed? Like, sorry, but cut that out. But maybe, I'm like, what do I need?
Because like we are so far out of the matrix, we know that again, everyone's pretending. This is all pretend.
Like, bro, like, you have to realize that when you go over to a different country and stuff, like, you're not gonna have a lot of the creature comforts that you think you're gonna have. You're not gonna go into a place and be like, oh, where's my dishwasher? Bitch, you may not have one. It may not have a real refrigerator. You may have an icebox. Like, I'm being so fucking for real. But do you think that would actually bother me? All I have to say is that a lot of what y'all claim is laziness is really just your privilege talking. And I want you all to kind of sit with that.
And a lot of y'all, which y'all claim is laziness, is your projection because you know that we don't really conform to authority like that.
And
easily.
And not going to either.
We're not going to.
The things that are going to require, or that are going to make us happy, I promise you, have nothing to do with a piece of land and nothing to do with anything that has a brand name on it or whatever the fuck that you guys use is like, oh, this is what I need. If I can get this will make me happy. Always, every time. And I feel like one of the things that need to kind of be heard is that people really aren't thinking about what is actually important. They're not thinking about the community that's actually important. There's nothing I won't sacrifice for the community that I've created. Nothing. Because the community that I created was something that was not just integral to my survival, but is integral to me surviving. So there's nothing I wouldn't sacrifice for it. And to see people go ahead and think to themselves, the way that I respect a person is by what you have.
Right.
The way that I respect a person is if you did it by yourself. I hate you bitches too. I can't stand you bitches either. Well, I did it all by myself and I've got no one to do you want a cookie?
Congratulations, you're making it through capitalism so far. I'm like, what do you want? You got out the bucket.
I did it by myself. Let me tell you something. You did it by yourself because you had no fucking choice.
And at the end of the day, with the system that you made it out of, you're still relying on someone to provide these things for you at the end of the day.
Just saying. I mean, like, you still go into a grocery store, right? Do you make your own toilet paper or do you go somewhere to buy? All right then.
Are you growing your own food?
Regardless, there's someone else to depend on in order for things to happen.
So you can be anti-communal, anti-communism all you want to. It's inevitable. That's what we're trying to tell you.
Which, by the way, is just like, if you're anti-communist, I hope you never go into a library. I hope you never go into any kind of social system that's ever been existing.
Any kind of public highways.
Yeah, like
public hospital, public
schools. The fuck? Like, you know what? It's
y'all
fine.
are fucking stupid. Anyways.
We go wrap it up.
That wraps up our episode.
We're always so mad. But anyway. But
because everything's ghetto.
Everything is so fucking ghetto. What do you want from me?
What?
But again, I want to thank y'all for coming to the show, for actually watching us, engaging with us. We'll be putting on more TikTok lives this week. This will be uploaded. Thankfully, we found a thing to go ahead and get some more clips out so that we can, continue to promote. I just want to also say, I just want to thank y'all, anybody who has donated to Mallory's GoFundMe. This is going towards lawyer fees. Because we already know pro bono attorneys are going to fuck you. The way that pro bono attorney, Amy Tranowski, bitch, I'm coming for you. And don't make it like a law, like an actual threat. I mean, like, law-wise, I'm going to report you to the bar. That was ridiculous. No, because white bitch would be like, she tried to kill me. Like, let me help you. Let me help you, bitch.
Yeah.
Before you decide to be like, oh my God, I got a random threat. No, I'm going to report you to the bar. You no longer deserve a license for what the fuck you did. I just want to thank everybody who did any type of donations, who did any type of sharing of this GoFundMe. I'm letting you know that you're actually saving lives here. And I just want to thank you so much in advance and in the future for any kind of support or help that you give us, because this is truly for our family.
Really means a lot, for real.
It truly does. We are right now $835 into the GoFundMe. We need $3,500 in order to go ahead and procure this attorney. Obviously, there's going to be more lawyer fees after we go ahead and retain her, but we're getting so close, and it's because of y'all, and I just want to thank you so much for that. But to wrap it all up, thank you so much for always being supportive of us. And always remember that being queer is African. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Where am I thinking? Oh. I'm like, how I stop it?